Hi, Joe here again, talking to you about how you can get a thesis or dissertation done in an efficient manner. This is the 11th video in this series, and it's the last video in this series. You might think that's a grand thing or not, but anyway, we started out in this with your first step as being to select your advisor. We followed that all through down to getting your methods and prospectus session approved in the last video. And this video is going to be about how to wrap it all up. If you want to take a look at the previous 10 videos in this series, they're all on YouTube, or you can go to my website. They're all posted there, joeharriscares.com. Okay, so we are now have an approved prospectus in hand. What do? Well, I think the next day after your prospectus is approved, you sit down and get yourself a schedule. This is what I'm going to do when. You get working on that. Don't mess about, rest on your laurels, get it done. If you are doing a study like the one we've been talking about, experimental study, arrange to your subjects, get copies of the method, the tests you're going to use done, the forms, schedule rooms, all of that sort of thing. If you're doing a critical study, let's say you're going to do an analysis of the encomium and you're going to use Burke's pentad to do that, then start immediately. Get the encomium and Helen, read it over, look for the agents, look for the agencies, and so on and so forth that go along with Burke. Anyway, get it done. Get your data done. Have a schedule. Don't mess about. Now, you've done it, you've got your results, you've analyzed your results, you're in a position to write it up. You don't have to start from ground zero. You've got everything in hand up to the results and conclusion. So you have your review of literature, just change the tense. From I planned to do this, then I did this. So change everything to past tense all the way through up to this results section. And then when you have the results section, let's say you found what you were expecting with your groups. Remember, we were talking about note-taking groups or groups that were trained to take note-taking, and we're going to compare how well those groups did on retention tests. And what you found was your note-taking groups did better. That they trained to take notes did better than people just took notes, but it wasn't that much better. And so you're thinking, maybe I could have trained them better. And so you suggest that people who do follow-up studies on this train people in different ways. Maybe you have them where they work out their own system of note-taking so it fits with their own dynamic, or you have a specific manner in which they should take notes, and so on and so forth. So they compare different styles of note-taking. That's your suggestion for further research. Anything that you are wondering about after your study, that's a suggestion for further research. You talk to your friends, you talk to your advisor, they're wondering about this, that, or the other thing. Those are suggestions for further research. Get it done, write it up. When you've got it done and written up, give it to your advisor. Same dynamic as always. Get your advisor's approval. Once the advisor has approved your final draft, give that to the committee. Get the committee's approval, schedule your meeting, and get out of there. You've got it done. You've got your degree in hand. Terrific. You went through it fairly straightforwardly and fairly easily, mainly because of the kinds of decisions you made early on by selecting the right advisor and then picking a study that advisor has done and working within the confines of that study to do your own study and adding to the base of knowledge on that score. Now, I further suggest you get an article, a convention paper out of this. If you're not the sort of person that likes to write up that sort of thing, don't want to go to conventions, see if your advisor wants to do it. More than likely, they would be very willing to write this up for a convention, get a publication. This is something that goes on your feed. It's going to enhance your marketability. And I suspect if you did this, as the advice I'm suggesting, you did it out of an already published article, chances are this thing you did is highly publishable. So get it published. Either you do it or get your advisor to do it. Share the publication credits with your advisor. Very smart thing to do. It's going to be very helpful to you down the road. Advisor's going to think great things about you. And by the way, the advisor needs a little credit out of this. So, good luck. Happy thesising. Happy dissertationing. Maybe we'll see you in some other videos. Take care.